Got one last topic to get to. Quick reminder, the Cleveland Charge are home this weekend. Friday and Saturday got giveaways. Make sure you head out. Public Hall. Cheap, family-friendly fun at Public Hall. Head over, check out the Cleveland Charge. All right, we mentioned this earlier. We talked about the trade rumors with James Harden and Darius Garland.
Okay.
Since then, in the last hour, the Cavs have been linked to by Brian Windhorst and several other national outlets to be mentioning Anthony Davis as a trade target, Giannis as a trade target, James Harden as a trade target, Kenny Atkinson and Kobe Altman going big fish hunting here in this scenario. But the other part of this, as we alluded to earlier, Steve, is if you'll take tag board here at full, is that the Cavaliers reportedly are a bit worried that Donovan would not sign an extension if there's another early playoff flameout. Tim Bontemps reported that. Brian Windhorst was on ESPN Cleveland earlier this morning. He echoed the same sentiment that the Cavs are looking into ways to break up the core four because they're not confident Donovan will re-sign if they don't have a deep playoff run. Tyvis, this is not the first time we've heard some sort of similar rumor about Donovan Mitchell in the past. He obviously did re-sign earlier in his Cleveland tenure, but based on what you know, based on the situation, are you putting a little more weight into this report?
Definitely.
Knowing the different stage of his career he's at now than he was previously?
By the way, guys, we got to stop with the core four. There is no core four.
It is.
It's
Donovan, Darius, Evan, and Jalen Tyson. That's it.
All right, that's your core four.
Yeah.
I like that core four better.
Yeah,
don't let that 40-point game fool you.
Yeah,
that's the greatest thing that can happen to help with the trade, facilitate a trade moving forward.
I call them two in the possible, man. that's all. Two in the possible. You're not gonna get.
I'm not shocked by that news at all. I mean, Donovan wants to win, and the thing about it is he understands that when he goes in the locker room, he wants to be with guys who take it as serious as he does. That looks at it like we only got this season to make it happen. Type thing. Not that I got years. I got a couple of.
He doesn't want to hear about a long window.
Yeah, none of that. He I want your soul folks to be like, you only got one shot. If we don't win it all, we out the league. That should be your mindset. And if you're not there with him and he don't get that feeling from you this year and guys are still acting young, he's going to be like, well, I'm going to go put myself in this situation because I'm not about to sit here and play my best ball while y'all still trying to figure out the NBA. We shouldn't. Y'all good enough. Y'all have shown y'all been good enough to win these games. When we get to the playoffs, I can't keep trying to go for 40, 50, 60
do it all
points.
myself.
I need y'all to help me. If y'all ain't going to help me, then I'm going to just go somewhere that somebody else can do the same thing as I can. And nobody in Cleveland will blame him one bit if he decided to pack it up and leave.
Do you guys think that Donovan maybe went to Kobe Altman and said, hey, listen.
Yes.
Let's get Darius Garland the hell out of here. I'm sick of it.
He probably said, we got to do something.
We got to shake it up.
We got to
do something big. Maybe that's what's spurring on all this stuff. You think that's possible?
Yes. It's possible and highly likely.
When so the Cavs got to understand something. They lucked up and got somebody like Donovan Mitchell who would sign an extension. By all intents and purposes, he was not going to be a dude that was, a lot of people thought he wouldn't sign in a small market like Cleveland. You've had LeBron come and go. You've had Kyrie. You've had a lot of people in terms of Cleveland.
Alonzo G.
Alonzo G. There's a lot that goes along with this, and a lot of people would not think that Cleveland was a destination. They got him to sign. Now, you got him to sign. You got to take advantage of it. You can't be sitting on your hands and feet talking about we got this core. You're adding a bunch of guys. You're adding to act like these dudes is not role players. These are role guys. And when Oklahoma City Thunder and all these other teams ante up and they keep it pushing and they're adding guys and they getting better, if you Donovan Mitchell, you can say he's at the point where scoring 30 ain't doing nothing for him. He at the point where he's getting all NBA. That does nothing for him. He's stuck in purgatory, no man's land. Where's your legacy at? You gonna go down as a good scorer? That's cool. But what you got to show for that? And right now, he looking at 30 in the face. Your best years are right now. Are you going to waste them trying to drag people along? Because remember, He was big up in Darius. Hey, Darius was hurt. He broke his jaw.
Yeah.
Then it was big up in Evan. Evan, we want him to take that next step, make sure he be shooting and doing. Bro, he looking around like, now this is year 2, 3 of this, 3 of this. Give me somebody.
Yeah, give me somebody. Yeah.
And so I'm glad that he put their feet to the fire and not letting Kobe be comfortable, because I love that.
I want them to get Giannis.
That would be amazing.
They'd have to trade. They said they got to move Jared to be able to facilitate the big deal. Man.
What do you buy? What I'm trying to sell here, Mike, about Donovan actively talking to Kobe about we got to do something?
I mean, knowing how the NBA works, very, 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 very rarely, and the Luka trade is the one I point to as like the exception.
Yeah.
Is the star player not consulted on any kind of big personnel move? It's such a players' league. If we're believing these reports is true, and I have every reason to believe, I just have a hard time believing that it wasn't either cleared by Donovan or somehow
whether he started it or not
acting rogue in this.
McNuggets, let me ask you this, because you got a basketball mind. Because the Giannis thing is great, but why didn't Dame and Giannis work? Why would Donovan and Giannis work opposed to Dame and Giannis?
I don't think it was that Dame and Giannis didn't work. It was the rest of the pieces around them weren't particularly good.
Okay.
I think Dame and Giannis, and I have to look into the numbers. To my recollection, those two were an incredible offensive tandem, and defensively they were fine. It's the rest of the pieces around them. I mean, they had Kuzma, an aging Chris Middleton, an expiring Brook Lopez, who just wasn't the same player he was a few years ago, and Dame's obviously older and not exactly the same kind of player he was that Donovan is at this point in his career. So because you put Donovan and Giannis together, like, you're the heavy, heavy, heavy favorites to get out of the East.
So because we have better pieces around us, you think he would fit the offense, Kenny's offense?
Yeah. And is it even possible? What can the Cavs offer them? Mobley.
They have to get under the second apron first, which Allen, by the way, to all these deals we're talking about, Allen's kind of the key to unlock all the possibilities.
If they trade Allen, they're out of the second apron.
Most likely because they're going to take on
So you'd essentially have to trade Allen and Mobley to get Giannis.
And more. It's just taking more than just Mobley.
Right.
I mean, there's a good chance, like, if you're Milwaukee and you know you have better offers coming, you're asking Mobley and Tyson and then picks and other stuff. Like,
would you trade Allen, Mobley, and Tyson for Giannis?
Yes.
That's the starting point.
I would.
Yes. G don't want to let Tyson go.
Hey, man, don't be looking at me like this, man. I'm Project Stockpile at this moment. I mean, anybody could get it.
But Allen's the king. So two things.
The can man. Anybody can get it.
You trade Allen for picks and a minimum level salary, you're out of the second apron. When you're out of the second apron, the Cavs' options to get more creative in deals goes through the roof. While they are still a second apron team, and as of right now at 12:52 p.m., they're $14.1 million over the second apron, and that's before they've converted Naquan Tomlin's contract.
Right.
So it's even more. It's 14.4.
Right.
When that happens.
Let's say they can make some sort of crazy. Like, is there any world where they could trade Darius for Harden? Right. You get some picks in that mix. Then you trade Mobley. Well, you trade Allen to get under the cap for more picks, right? And then you trade Mobley and all those and whatever picks you got.
Mobley, Strus, and you know what? Honestly, maybe if you have enough
keep
picks,
Tyson.
If you get enough picks from the
Allen
Allen
deal. I want to keep
deal,
Tyson for G. Bush.
Here's the way you do this.
Okay.
If you trade Allen for as many whatever picks you can get, and let's say a team's going to overpay, because I don't know how many picks you're going to get for Jared Allen. But let's just, for the hypothetical reasons here, let's say you get picks back. In theory, you could do a Giannis for Allen, and if I have to look at the numbers specifically, but Allen and Strus and like Dean Wade or something.
You mean Mobley and Strus?
No, I'm saying. Oh sorry, Mobley and Strus.
Right.
And
so
a bunch
then,
of picks.
Okay, so let's say Mobley, Strus, Dean Wade gone. So now your starting lineup is you got in the
Harden.
You got Harden and Mitchell in the backcourt.
Tyson is your 3.
And then your front court is Tyson, Giannis.
And you figure out center. You figure it out.
and whatever. And then,
All right, by the way.
on the bench, you got Merrill. You've got
And Ellis, Schroeder.
Ellis and Schroeder.
You have no bigs. I mean, and by the way, Giannis has a calf injury right now, so like
And he hurt.
you're banking on a lot of stuff.
You got Thomas Bryant is your starting center.
Theoretically speaking, there are ways.
I would do it though, wouldn't you?
I've said this the whole time.
Yeah.
If you can get Giannis, you get Giannis.
No matter what it takes.
He's a top 5 guy in the league. I think he's the 3rd best player in the world.
You'd have 2 of the top 10 players in the league.
Yes, I do it every time. And
Yeah.
my philosophy on team building, if you can get a top 10 guy, you get the top 10 guy.
Always.
The history of the league says you win championships with top 10, really top 5 guys.
Yes.
Giannis is an undisputed, unquestioned
Yeah.
top 5 guy. You get Giannis.